I cannot remember the last time I was here, but here we are. March 17, 2023. And we're gonna go walk towards that thing over there. And then down into the valley. And then see where life takes me until I get cold. It's actually +1, or it's like 0. But down here it's not as windy as up in the town. Like when I was just walking through the buildings, it was a bit windy. But down here it feels a little bit calm. So we'll do this walk and see how long I can stay outside for. They've got a good little spot. They even had a fire going and stuff. I made it to this bridge from all along the riverbank from over there. And usually this is where I stop because, as you can see, it's rougher because sometimes I would walk on that side, but it's too rough to get to the other side. And then here you can see more of the water, and then once you're here you actually can't go up because there's a neighborhood, but there's obviously no one's supposed to be going on the river along it like this. So that's why we stop here, and I'm gonna go and continue my walk along the sidewalks in this neighborhood just to stay out in the sun and get some warmth. My shoes are still fine. I honestly didn't dress for this. I came out knowing I was just gonna do a short little walk, but as you know me, there's no such thing as planning because I'm wearing my good jacket. And at first I was gonna wear my winter boots, but I was like, oh, I'm not gonna be out that long. And here we are, an hour and a half later, exploring. So I'll just go back up and then walk where there's civilization. My beautiful home. We are outside. Look at all the beautiful art. Thank goodness for people with talented hands for creating all this. I like the wolves. And then if we come over here, well, hello Canada. Do you guys see this ice that's going on here? I won't even attempt, but that's on the other side of the bridge. Mutual Arts by Thematic Alternatives. I love that. I love the name. I drove past here before and I never copped that, but that's pretty cool. We're gonna scan the QR code and see what we get. We made it to the bridge, which means I might as well go all the way to the Kingsman Sports Center and then make my way up the main stairs at the Constable Studio Park. Oh my God. Here I am, taking back the river valley, one sidewalk at a time. Holy moly. This is why I was always in the river valley. I just get stuck and I get lost, and it's obviously like a happy place for me, but I haven't been here in a long time because I don't like coming out when I'm too cold. I have to invest in better winter gear so that I can do this year round. And also spring is here. It's mostly going to be sunny. Life is better when the sun is out. And yeah, let's keep this walk going. And my phone is about to die anyway. I'm at a crossroads, literally and figuratively, because I'm like, if I go up and go across the bridge, I can go across to it and then go under where the blue bridge is that will then bring me up the hill and then go back home. But if I just go straight, it's going to be a shorter path to go back up the hill to go home. I will take a while and think before I act and see. Because right now, I want food. And I want lots of it. But I have a problem eating. So I'm not sure how much my stomach will handle. I don't know. We'll just sit here and ponder. I came from the sidewalk area. I chose not to go that way to this because in a way, like, I also just want to go home and probably nap, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, so I'm gonna go up those stairs and then make my way home. Okay, we made it to the top. And now home stretch. Back to Jasper. The phone is still on. The battery is not fully dead. So off we go. Before we go home, let's just take a moment to remember the officers in Edmonton who have passed during their line of duty. And the saddest thing is that June 25th, 1990 is when Constable Ferron died while on duty. And then on June 8th of 2015, Constable Woodall died while on duty. And then I know you've probably seen on the news that Constable, the two of them that passed, one of them was Travis, the other one, I can't remember his name. And all these guys were under, like, he's 33. The Constable Goodall was only 35 and he had a kid. And then the two of them are under 35 also. It's just such a sad situation, you know? Like, obviously when you're in the force, things like this are bound to happen. Our records aren't that bad if you think about the long history from 1990 till 2023 to have 4 officers die on duty. Yes, we can say that those numbers are low. Before 1990, the last officer that passed, it was in 1959. And everything in 59 all the way to the 40s, it was, more constant with the officers passing away. So personally, this stuff hits hard because I've always wanted to be an officer and I was in the process of becoming an officer, but unfortunately when I got unhealthy, I couldn't continue the process. And so it just pains me to know that, another family is now going through this. So please remember them. I know a lot of people don't like police forces, but it's like, think about them as other humans that have to wear that uniform to protect our cities, and that's their jobs. And so unfortunately there are some that are not good. Like, not every occupation has a good worker. Like, I guess that's the way you can put it, because we all have work members that don't really do their jobs properly, and we can't expect people who are putting their lives on the line day to day to also be the best performers. So hats off to those who still show up every day. And yeah, literally hats off to all those that still show up every day. In the south side, they made a school for Constable Woodall. It's a beautiful school. I've been to it, and it's a good commemoration. His son was only, I think, 5 years old when it happened. That was in 2015. It's crazy how it's been already that long. Exactly 25 years since his, because his was in June. And also the other constable, his was also in June. Yeah, let's have sympathy for our city workers, guys. Rest in peace, Ezio Ferron and all the other 4, and many others before them. Home time. I have not been on this street for at least a year, and I just realized, look at the beautiful little, it's so different from what we usually get in Edmonton. But yeah, this is is awesome. We're on 110th Street and south of Jasper Ave. I got a magic bullet, and as soon as I bought it, I was like, well, I don't have fruit. So I had to stop by Superstore, and I got a few items that I am going to be adding to my smoothie and breakfast foods. We got ourselves some tea. There's some apples and pears, avocados. I got kiwis. I have a papaya, some spinach, grapes, of course. We got mushrooms for some extra protein, and then we got this, and this, and some bananas. And I also got this because my old one is ruined. So let's get making smoothies. I like it. You guys, it glows. I'm so excited. And it'll be really easy to clean because as it calcifies, I'll be able to see what I'm actually cleaning on the inside. This makes me so happy. I feel grown. I have a nice boil water maker. Because the thing is too, is that I do not drink from, well, the whole last year, to be honest, I drank tap water. But most of the time I like boiling water, letting it sit and then drinking it just to remove a lot of the chemicals. And it's something that like we do in Africa, you always just have to boil water before you drink it. But here the water system is supposed to be clean, but to be honest, there's a lot of fluoride and other chemicals that get added for it to be as clean as it is to drink. But my methods are always to boil.